Guys, congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have no quibbles in saying that as a 42-year-old man, I cried at the end of this film. So
Wow.
that's
Cool,
a big
man.
tick. I would say about this film.
Appreciate it.
Obviously, you guys do the voices for this, and you don't necessarily only see sort of the artwork. What's your experience when you first watch it for the first time, knowing that you've done all the work and you get to see it come to life?
Well, it's, Pixar has always taken animation to the next level with almost everything that they produce that comes out. But to really see it, because, you don't see really almost any of the animation as you're recording it, because everything is drawn to the vocals, obviously. But it was exciting. I mean, just to see the way they made space look, and even the Earth shots were just beautiful. Just thought it was proud to be part of it.
Yeah, I think same, like Pixar does such an amazing job with the animation, and I think the goal was to create a universe that nobody's seen before, and I think they completely crushed that. Like, they made this amazing universe called the Communiverse and created all these amazing aliens that are super unique, and I think, especially with me, I started as Scratch, and Scratch is the voice for the animators to animate off of, so I didn't even see storyboards or what my character looked like. And it was a little bit challenging to kind of, like, I guess, work on something without seeing anything for a long time, but then it was totally worth the wait, the 4-year wait.
Did they show you sketches of who Elio was, even for
I think
Scratch?
during From Scratch, like, no, not even.
Yeah.
I think the first time I saw Elio was at D23, and I'm like, wow, I haven't even seen my character yet, and I saw him, like, behind on the big screen, and it was very surreal.
Very surreal, yeah. Jamelia said something last night that I wanted to ask you guys about. She was quoted as saying, "This Elio is the hope young people need in a chaotic world." Would you echo those sentiments for this character and this story?
Absolutely, and something you can see with the family, which is great. There's not a lot of that anymore, and it's a film about hope and individualism, parenting, finding your own space. And as a parent or an adult, I'm always searching, and that really never stops. And I think if you can be honest with your kids that it's a process, life. You're not going to have the answers, and if you let them know you don't have the answers all the time, it's...
Yeah, I think a big part of this movie is just finding friends and being yourself. I think Elio was having trouble finding his people on Earth, and he was a little bit lonely, and he was going through grief. And I know a lot of people can relate to that. And it tells like a story that can actually happen in your life. And I think that's very important for people to know that you're not alone, like Elio is, and he really finds himself throughout the end.
This Christmas marks 30 years since Toy Story came out, so it's 30 years of Pixar and all these amazing films. I'm sure, obviously, you've voiced a few of the films, but rather than your favourite, is there one of their films that has a kind of very special emotional resonance over the years that you've watched between the two of you?
Well, I loved all the Toy Story ones for sure. I loved Monsters, Inc., but Ratatouille really hit a lot of notes for me about life, and I thought it was such a beautiful looking film, and so that was mine. How about you?
I think Up. Probably. Up is such an
great one.
Emotional
It's hard to pick.
roller coaster.
It's something,
It is hard
you say
to
one
pick.
name, it comes.
And very few young people say Up.
I think that was one of the first ones I've seen. It was that
So
one in Toy
great.
Story.
Ed
That
Asner,
was
man.
a really good
Oh.
movie.
Mine is Monsters, Inc.
That's a
And I
good
was just
one,
talking to
too.
your director saying about that ending.
Lo-
Such a big thing
Oh,
for this. The
Monsters,
ending of
Inc.
this
was so
film, the
genius.
ending to Cut to Black was quite a big influence on
Yep.
the
Yep.
ending to this. Something about Monsters, Inc. is just,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just
I know,
incredible.
I'm with you, man.
Plus it's John Goodman and Billy Crystal.
Oh.
You can't get any better than those two. can
You cannot. You cannot. Never will.
Never will. Well, you two do a decent job.
We did
Oh,
okay.
thank
did
you.
okay.
I'm just trying to, ride his wake, man. This kid's very talented.
Thanks.
Big stuff. Hell of an actor.
Well, I love the film, guys. That's my time.
Thank
but
you.
thank you so
Appreciate
much.
it. Thank
Congratulations. Hope it goes well.
Thanks
for
for
you.
being
Nice
here.
to meet you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Have a good birthday.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys.
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey,